Hello and welcome to Integrated Spectrum of Health Functional Medicine membership presentation on how color can transform your life. My name is Lynn Jocelyn. I weave together my years as a conventionally trained physician assistant, advanced training through the Institute for Functional Medicine, and my work as a certified food and spirit practitioner. And I'm really excited today to talk to you about color and how color can elevate your health and transform your life. It is definitely a passion of mine to weave this in to all the work that I do with people. So we're going to begin today with a simple grounding meditation to bring you into the space so that you're able to be fully present for this presentation and begin to align your 7 systems of health. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat. And if you're comfortable, close your eyes. Put your hands on your thighs. And just notice how you're feeling in this moment. Did you rush here to listen to this presentation? Did you have an easy morning and things are flowing, or was it more frustrating and irritable? Whatever happened before this, just leave it aside. And as you sit, notice your breath. And as I take you through this guided meditation, you're going to be doing both visualization, breath, and feeling the sensation in your body. Okay. So as you're ready, go ahead and feel the heaviness of your lower body. Feel your feet in your shoes, feel your feet on the bottom of the floor or the ground. Feel your seat in the bottom of the chair, your back against the chair. See the color of deep red traveling through your lower body, your thighs, your calves, your feet, your hips. Really feel that heavy, solid, grounded red. This is our root system of health. This is where we hold space for our DNA, for our muscles, our bones, our structures. This is the most physical of the 7 systems of health. And it's what allows us to be grounded so that we can hold our physical body in this world and in this space. Now take a big breath into that lower body and visualize red. Now from here, move up into the lower abdomen pelvis area. Think of your pelvic bowl. This is the part of the body that holds space for testes, ovaries, reproduction. It holds space for your bladder, your large colon, your hips. This is where I want you to visualize a deep, brilliant orange. And I want you to think about swirling. This is an area that we harness flow, we harness creativity, we harness birth of a baby, birth of a new idea, birth of something, a passion you want to put out into the world. This is where it begins. This is where our creativity is sparked. This is where we play with creativity. And this is the space for relationship. So visualize the color orange. And from there, move up into your power center. This is at your epigastrium. And I want you to visualize the color bright, brilliant yellow. This is the space between our chest and our abdomen, the space that holds the body parts of the pancreas, the stomach, the small intestine. This is where we transform food that we take in that's once foreign, swallow it, bring it down into this part of the body, and it becomes transformed into part of our body. It becomes part of our tissues, part of our cells, and part of the bodily fluids. This is where we hold space for our empowerment, our confidence, how we can stand in confidence in what we know to be true in the world. This is also the space that can easily become overactive. Perhaps your flame has been burning too high for too long. You're in production mode. You're doing. This is the space that we hold space for fire, and that flame can get so big that you burn out, and then it becomes smoldering, and you barely have any motivation to do anything. So in this 3rd system of health, the power center and the fire center, we want to think of embracing The perfect flame for you. Do you need to bring your flame up a little bit to spark that creativity and keep it going? Do you need to tame your flame because you're burnt out and you've been going and it's beginning to affect your health? Focusing on what we want our flame to be so that we can transform our ideas that are birthed from our flow center into the world. So visualize that beautiful color of gold and yellow. Now from here, move up into your chest and visualize the color green, bright, brilliant green. Green is known for the love system of health. This is where we house the place for our lungs, our heart, our cardiovascular system. This is where we bring in air, give it to the blood, and push it out to the body. This is where we hold space for movement. This harnesses the space to really work through grief and forgiveness. This is our love center of health. And when you're in this center, I want you to hold space for compassion, gentleness, both in the front side of your chest, but also feel the expansion and the color green through the back part, down your arms and into your hands. This is also where our lymph system lives. Now move up to the throat. This is the fifth system of health, the truth system. And I want you to visualize the color beautiful, brilliant aquamarine. This is where we hold space for our truth. How do you take your passion that was created in the love center of health into words, into actions, and how do you birth it? This is the truth center of health. How do you speak? How do you listen? This is where we hold space and harness our ability to have mindful eating. If you're eating rushed, perhaps your truth center of health is overactive. So practicing practices of mindfulness, chewing your food, sitting and eating, only eating, is a great way to support the truth system of health. Often if people have thyroid problems or oral dental problems, their truth system of health needs some support. We think liquids, we think aquamarine, so we also think of sea vegetables really support this system of health. So breathe into that aquamarine into your throat system of health. Now from here, move up to your third eye. This is the area between your eyebrows and deep in the center of your brain. This is where we hold space for our pituitary gland. The pituitary gland is the master gland of the hypothalamus pituitary axis, and it helps our body make hormones, regulate hormones. It also holds space for our deep intuition, our deep knowing, our insight. Sleeping, dreaming, visualizing help support this system of health. And this is the brilliant color of indigo. This is also where we harness cognition and focus and brain health. Now from here, move up to the seventh system of health, right above your crown chakra. This is where I want you to visualize the color of light pale shimmering pink or light gold. And let that sprinkle all the way around your periphery. This is connected to our pineal gland, where we the body system that helps set our circadian rhythms, helps with light and dark coming into our body. Often things that support the spirit system of health are fasting, spiritual practices, and believing in something higher power. Doesn't matter what that is or if it's nature, but it's tapping into something bigger and greater than yourself. Now breathe into that beautiful, brilliant, shimmery pink or gold as it sprinkles all the way around your periphery. Now take that bright or that light shimmering pink, take it into your indigo, your sixth system of health, into your aquamarine, into your throat, your fifth system of health, into your chest, the green, into your yellow, your power center, your flow, your creativity center, and back down to your root. And let everything settle. Let your visualization go. And open your eyes when you're ready. Bring your hands, rub them together. And now welcome yourself to be present for the rest of this presentation. If you want to pause the video and grab a pen and paper so you can write any notes down. Otherwise, I invite you to try and walk away with 3 new takeaways that will support you bringing color into your life that will elevate your health. All right, so let's get going. So what impact does color have on your life currently? I invite you to first notice color. Just notice. Where is it in your life? Do you go through your days and not even notice color, or is it really important to you? And then next, after you've taken a few days to become aware, use that color to elevate your life. And we're going to go through how to do that. So, we're not going to do this slide. This was an in-person presentation initially, and now I'm videoing it. So what you can do, though, since we're not doing a group introduction, is write down what your favorite color is at the moment. And where does color show up in your life? Is it through your clothes? Is it through your foods? Is it how you decorate your home? Just notice. Have you stopped to think about what color means in your life? Have there been different times in your life where color meant different things? There's some common things we think of, like anger is red, or when people are sad and melancholy, maybe you feel blue. Green with envy is another one that comes up. What emotion or feeling is evoked by certain colors? And why don't you pause the video and write down what emotions evoked when you think of red, when you think of blue. All right, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to take you through a few slides and have your piece of paper ready, and then I want you to write down the emotion that is evoked with these pictures that are full of color. So what emotion comes to you when you see this picture and the colors involved? How about this one? How about this one? Just jot the first thing that comes to mind. You don't have to overthink. Great. Now take a minute and look at your responses. What came up for you? Was there an emotional response or not? Were there certain colors that you picked out of those pictures that you really resonated with or not? So color, what is it? Let's just go over some basics. Sir Isaac Newton first created the first color wheel in the late 1600s, and he was studying light refracting off prisms. So as you can see here, the light comes through as a white light and comes out as these beautiful, vibrant rainbow colors. And what he found, I think this is so fascinating, what he found is that by playing with this light fractionated through the prism, there was a harmonious relationship and a spectrum of about 7 colors for the wheel. And those are the 7 colors of our rainbow. Color is used and its meaning is explored in all areas of our life: art, emotions, personal, workspaces, foods, and moods. So here's just a picture of some colors. You see the foods, the brilliant colors. You see clothes people wear, maybe a desk setting. Look at nature. Oh, the vibrant colors in nature. And then how people either create or set up their homes. Colors classified in hue equals the wavelength, chroma is the intensity, and lightness is brightness. So wavelengths, I also think this is really amazing, but wavelengths hold the energy or frequency of the waves within the visible spectrum of white light. So there's an actual frequency or an energy associated with certain colors. So the longer wavelengths, red, orange, yellow, are higher, arousing, invigorating, and warm energetic properties. And shorter wavelengths, green, purple, blue, are calming, relaxing, and cool. And think about those in your day. Like if you're needing to quiet down your nervous system. For me, the blue purples bring me more calm than the red, more invigorating. So color in the human body. Color and emotion, as we talked about, feeling blue, green with envy. Color of foods. Now, there is a ton of healing properties in what we call phytonutrients. Phytonutrients are the phytochemicals that actually make up the colors of foods. And there's been a ton of study on this. This is just a sort of a smattering, and the source was from Dr. Deanna Minich, who I study under for all this wonderful, yummy color stuff and 7 systems of health. But you can look through here. Red often can be supportive for the immune system, orange for the reproductive health, yellow for our digestion, green cardiovascular health, blue thyroid health, and blue purple to help focus, cognition, and mood. So can color really help us heal? I believe the answer is yes. Art therapy is really powerful for some people. The healing properties in colorful foods, the healing power in emotions, and then when you connect them, turning into the beauty displayed with color increases our joy. Purely just increasing joy sets you up for a better body ecosystem to heal. And experiencing joy in the body is anti-inflammatory and promotes cellular healing. So there's the foods again. This is the 7 systems of health, and this is what I base a lot of my work on, because I studied under Dr. Deanna Minich, who created this just really beautiful system. And so if you look here, it takes you through each of the systems that we did in the initial meditation: the root, flow, fire, love, truth, and insight. And then across the top, each of these systems is associated with certain anatomies, certain physiological activities, core principles, and then this chart tells you what a balanced lifestyle looks like, because ultimately we're trying to find balance with these, right? So if our fire's overactive and you're burnt out, we want to tame that and bring that down into balance. Or if for instance, when truth is overactive, people will be really strong and righteous to get their words out there, and we want to bring that back into balance to harness the listening part of the true system of health, and then the foods that are related to each system. So let's go through these quickly, and then as we progress through the rest of the course modules, I'm going to go into each of these in more detail. So let's start with the root. The root is the most physical of the body, and this is the lower body. It has to do with our bones, muscles, protein of the body, the structures, the adrenal glands, DNA. Foods associated with the root system of health are protein, minerals, and then our red pigmented foods. The life principles are safety and our ability to feel safe in that physical world, connections. And I really like to think of the root system of health, our connection to our ancestry, because it pulls that DNA through. And then our rootedness, our groundedness, our ability to stay the course. So safety, instinct, and ancestry. And here's some pictures of the root system of health. Boundaries are a big part of this system. The flow system of health, the color orange. This is the nutritional value of fats and oils, so really high quality fats, very important. Orange foods, tropical foods come into this system of health, and water, how hydrated we are. And if you think about this, this is flow. If you have an underactive flow system, you may be sort of stuck and it's hard to get up and move. You may have trouble making decisions. If you're overactive in the flow system, you could be highly creative to the point where you can't bring it back down and finish a task. You could be hypersexual, really scattered. Okay, so we want to bring it back into balance so that you're able to harness that flow and creativity. So the life principles are creativity, fertility, and partnerships. Emotion, creativity, and relationship. And these are the pictures of the flow system of health. Moving on into the fire system of health, this is yellow. This is carbohydrate, quick burning sugars and foods and starches are fiber. This is yellow foods, ginger root, garlic, Things that help the digestive system, the stomach, the pancreas, liver, gallbladder work. And remember, that's where that transformation comes to take the food, transform it into our cellular biology. This is where our drive, energy, power, confidence, work-life balance, and burnout. Power, transformation, and energy. And some pictures of the fire system of health. The love system of health, this is everything green. So all the green, wonderful leafy vegetables, a lot of the cruciferous vegetables, also spirulina and chlorella can be really helpful for the love system of health. Body systems, our heart and cardiovascular system, our lungs, thymus, our lymph system are very important to the love system of health. Movement is important, and I love it how this all goes together, right? Because when you're actively moving, you're pumping the oxygen through the blood and the blood to the tissues of the body to be able to move, and it just kind of is that whole flush. Life issues, compassion, service, self-care, expansion, grief, movement, forgiveness, expansion, and service. And here's some pictures of the love system of the health. I love the one up here with the tree being the lungs. The true system of health is aquamarine, our sea plants, how we eat, liquid foods, smoothies, soups, broths. This is the voice box. This is thyroid gland, teeth, our ears. Very important. And this is honestly, I think a lot of people are really, as they move through life, working on harnessing their truth so that they're able to kind of move away what society says to be the truth and come up with their own and be able to project that out into the world. Authenticity, voice, and choice. And pictures of the truth system of health. I really want to bring in to remember the truth system of health is about listening. Really important. Insight, indigo, blue, purple foods, blueberries, blackberries, kale, grapes, mood modulating foods. So things like caffeine, dark chocolate, spices, alcohol can begin to bring that sixth system of health into tune. Now, not too much. Obviously, when you look at the mood modulating foods, you want to just be in balance with those. The pituitary gland, eyes, sleep, neurons, neurotransmitters, cognition, and thought processing. And this is our inner eyes, our intuition, our visualization, and reflection. Visualize, intuition, and reflection. So sleep is very important here, what we dream, and really trusting our deep intuition. And moving into the seventh system of health, this is our spirit system of health. This is white or like a shimmery light pink or gold. White foods are part of this, but I like to think of for this system of health really the cleansing, purifying foods. So things like lemon, choosing organic foods, fasting practices can often help support this spirit system of health. The pineal gland, and this modulates our circadian rhythms. This is the part of the body that is responding to light and dark and helping us find those body rhythms. And also, the spirit system of health is affected by the electromagnetic fields around us. Spirituality, purpose, connection, and awe. Purpose, connection, and spirituality. And here's some pictures of the spirit system of health. So in this practice, if I work with somebody, there is a test that, a quiz that we can do, and it helps to find out where you are imbalanced in certain systems. So if this is something anybody's interested in, I do offer it as a part of membership, and we can go down this road with you if you're interested. And again, my plan is to continue through subsequent modules to go over each system of health a little deeper and teach you a little bit more of how to bring this 7 systems of health and how you can bring this into your life and elevate your health. So take a minute. What are your 3 key takeaways today? Write them down. You can do this after. And then from those, choose one tool, one thing that you're going to practice over the next 30 days to see if that will support you in making some good lifestyle choices